Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to another setting of Living World of Darkness, Kingdom of Apples. Tonight, Shaya is in her jail. She's probably playing with the dirt. She hasn't gotten books that she asked yet. She's probably playing in the dirt, making drawings with her foot. Seems kind of really bored. And she hears a noise coming her way.
The noise you hear, footsteps. Big heavy boots, kind of meandering their ways, going around cells. At first you would think it's a guard, but it stops. Kind of in the distance. You know this person is there, but they don't approach. Kind of waiting.
She'll look up. If she doesn't see the person, she'll approach the bars.
Person will go into what could be a jacket, open up a zipper, take out a granola bar. Just kind of
She's eating it or she's offering it?
No, she's eating it.
Okay. Just
she's chewing loudly. How's it in that cell?
Oh, she'll look around. Sunshine and rainbows. And marshmallows, if you look.
Mm. And the figure, Karina, kind of make her way a little bit closer to the bars out of the hallway so that she can see Shaya fully.
Can Shaya see it's Karina at that time?
She can definitely see it's Karina.
Oh. It's you.
I'm sure one of your little friends from your club. Some cookies, blankets to make you feel better.
I mean, we don't have a club yet, but yeah, they probably will. Someone already came.
She was like your biggest fan. It's good though to have people who'll support you when you do terrible things. I mean, completely terrible when you think about it. Because, on the other hand, that seems to be the debate. But you've got a lot of coddlers. I hope you're proud. I mean, to manipulate all these other kids into believing that you're something worthwhile, that you deserve to be loved and have that affection because you really are a monster. I'm proud of you. Ricketh well. Really proud, really. And she says this all with intense sarcasm as she continues to chew on the granola bar. I mean, wow. You really set the bar high for Redcaps. Like, you went in and completely destroyed changed another one of us. Rules, right? Because that's what was important. I mean, sure, you like to say it was an accident. Used their own momentum against them to rip off what was almost completely the whole leg. So hard and fast that they bled out in seconds. Like, that is impressive. I can't wait to see what other destruction you'll do. I know you'll make the rest of the Redcaps proud. I mean, your teeth were bathed in blood. fantastic. You're really wetting your cap, kid. I mean, one day that pink hair of yours will actually be dripping red, and you can stand side by side with the other redcaps, proud that you're a monster deep inside. And, something we should all strive for. Honestly, so proud.
Know what?
I mean,
Fuck the Redcap. And fuck you. You're You insult me for being.
upset, deeply disappointed in you as a creature, as someone who was a friend of mine that I let in, someone that I started to care for and trusted you with, another friend of ours, only for you to completely stab us both in the back with your teeth.
Oh, friend,
Misha,
smirk.
Misha, and Gwen, and whoever the fuck William is, I don't even know who he is, all like to say that it's none of my business that I'm upset with you. No, it's completely none of my business that I feel completely betrayed by you. No, because this is yours and Brooke's problem. None of this affects me whatsoever, other than the I told you to be careful. That I told you to not kill her, but it was a joke when I said it, and the fact that it wasn't a joke after all is just horrifying. Completely horrifying. And minded by some sulky cunt and other people who don't know us to be told by them that it's none of my business that someone I cared for completely betrayed another person I started to care for, and for what? I mean, sure, you're both idiots, but you're not to blame, totally. The establishment is completely at fault. Who the fuck puts death around other fights, but completely ignores the Redcap and Selkie fight? To be damn honest, we could kill all of them so easily. So very easily. The hunger never gets out of that kid. And all we have to do is just open our mouths and actively chew. Because we actively want to destroy them deep down inside. That's every Redcap's little dream. But sometimes we're bigger than that, and we strive to go forward, to unite people. I thought that of you, but I guess you're really just another one of those Redcaps. Another Redcap.
That's. No.
You say sorry, but how do you for murder? Fuck
Know
that
what?
she's alive. Fuck it. Fuck it. You know what? People get assaulted every day. The perpetrators walk free, don't they? Don't they? The victims have to live with the trauma that someone they cared for deeply hurt them. And the perpetrator has to live with that little guilt of, I did a bad, but everyone around me says it's going to be okay, and they're going to pat me on the back, and they're going to invite me to their clubhouse, and we're going to be friends, and they're going to trust me because I would never do that to them.
Know what? I find it funny that you said you cared about me. If you really cared about me, you would have let me talk instead of insulting me the first chance you got. You would have let me explain. You would have.
Explain
You
what?
never really cared about me. You just were looking for a reason to hate me.
Please. I
didn't manipulate anyone.
About you enough to hate you right now. I don't. Before it hurt so deeply. I met another Redcap who understood that we aren't baseless creatures, that even though we so strongly want to eat and consume every little thing we see, no matter the package it comes in. That we could step up above such base of barbaric hunger. Because you literally did the action of the rest of them. Apparently, that you are but a child. Or is it closer to 8 now?
Has ever crossed that?
Answer me. Answer me. How old are you, Shea?
7 months. Has it ever crossed your mind that maybe that was my first time?
You're 7 months, but you've never. See, that's something that just doesn't sit right with me, because we know what we do with our teeth. Our teeth are like our souls. They're beautiful and deadly in every way, and when we go to bite, it is like opening your throat to sing. It is an action that you do it with every fiber of your being, that you actively want this action to happen, and it must, and it will, and by all fire and pain and the wind in your blood, you will do it. And you don't know the most basic thing that comes to us, like breathing. See, that's what disappoints me with you, because I don't believe that. I don't believe that the most basic action of a Redacp is something that you don't know. 7 months? Don't make me laugh. You're telling me that whatever mentor you had or didn't have, apparently, never told you to be careful with what you do with your mouth. Never told you to watch your mouth. Not in talking, but in what you put in it. It's like the Ballad of Steve. We don't want to do that. We are always careful with what we do with our mouths, because they are always watching and waiting for all of us to fucking make a mistake. And I hope you realize that this little mishap that you did is affecting every Redacp in this city. Even if they feel like, you know what, it's gonna be fine, they have to deal with all the pukas and the buckets and the shees, the issues and the selkies. All of them staring and watching, waiting, being like, you know, those Redcaps, they just don't have that much self-control. The trolls gazing at them and wondering, am I gonna have to fight this bitch? And the hunger's gonna strike, Shea. And you didn't even succumb to the hunger. You wanted to fight her? You could have taken your fist to her throat and told her to submit, slammed her around, broken a nose, broken bones. Shea, I told you to break, not to kill our friend. Never to kill our friend. And you did it. You actively did it. I've spoken to Rong, and I've spoken to Maneva, I've spoken to the person you killed, and they all agree. You could have just taken a chunk out of her. You could have, if what you say is true, and you were just doing what felt natural, and you didn't mean to activate your teeth, you could have just taken a chunk out. Sure, it would have hurt, and she would have started screaming, and there'd be blood, but she would still be alive. But you had to pull and use her own momentum and shake her like a rag doll and rip her limb.
I never shaked her. That's bullshit.
That is an act of a monster. And that is something that, even though that could have been great, and even though this breaks my heart, it's like picking between two people. Do I side with the person who literally got killed, or do I side with the person who killed them? By whatever small accident you say it is, you killed our friend, Shea.
It's a small accident? I never said it was a small accident. Stop! Shut up and let me talk. I never said it was a small accident. I acknowledge that what I did was horrible. Acknowledge.
Why did you wait? Why did you wait? It's been a fucking month. And what? You had to wait to be arrested? You couldn't go and step up to those fucking long years and say, I did wrong and I need to be punished because I violated right of life, even though it was an accident, even though I accidentally killed my friend. I need to be punished because I acknowledge that this was wrong and I am sorry. You couldn't even do that. You had to wait for them to find you and arrest you in what? A month? Did you hide behind the others? Did they tell you to hide? What kind of weakness is this, Shaya?
Hide?
Why are you so
did
ashamed?
Did you forget that part where I was in a fucking cauldron? Did you forget that? I didn't
Why didn't you
hide.
step up if you're really so ashamed?
I didn't hide. I didn't manipulate anyone. I was forward. I said what I meant. I said that what I did was horrible. I said that
You never went for punishment. Ever. And now it's been, what, a month? And everyone knows what you did. And everyone knows by the sheer stroke of luck and the dreaming.
Because we shouldn't have to deal with the she.
What did you think we were going to do? Do you know what Redcap justice is, Shaya? By all rights, I should be the one to kill you. By all rights, as Brooke's mentor. And since you have none, I am within my rights to straight up rip your throat out. But I was told not to. I was asked not to. I was asked to wait, that we could find a solution, that maybe you would actually do something to show that you were sorry. But what, you cavorted with others who said that, you know what, it was a mistake, but it's over.
Oh,
it was a mistake, but it's an over. What does over mean? Shay, what does over mean?
For someone that's supposed to be unsilly, you sure tend to go to the she when it arranges you.
Because the she are there to be used. Everyone is there to be used.
So then you're no better than the she. You're no better than a slave owner, if that's the way you think. Nobody is to be used.
You'd insult me that greatly? Wow, maybe I should actually go kill a friend of yours. Listen. I protect what I care for. I protect Ron to the face of God. I protect Brooke from you, from Misha, from Gwen, from whomever who like to say that she's just being grammatic. From the people who blame her actively for even being there. There is nothing worse in this world than a victim blamer, and I hope that they never have to deal with that they never have to be on the other end and have no one be on your side. No one, because that is a hard place, and it is a dark place.
It's curious. You're on her side, Ron is on her side, Minerva's on her side, but glad to know you think they mean nothing. They're taking her side. I don't blame them.
Why would anyone blame them is the question. They saw what you did. Everyone saw what you did. And I can understand trying to play the devil's advocate. But it's ridiculous. It's actively ridiculous. In this whole situation, I'm more mad at them than I am at you, and you literally murdered our friend. I wish that you would have stepped up, did something, said to Brooke that you would do something to make it up to her, whatever she wanted. You go on a quest to, find a magic flower or, defeat something. Just do something to make it.
You know what? It's kind of hard to do that when the first thing either of you do is insult me. Call me trash. Let me explain myself. I told people that I would...
Shaya.
That I would accept punishment. I told Ron that I would
Shame.
accept my punishment.
But offered nothing. Nothing. Words are fucking wind, but no action, Shea.
No, offered nothing.
No
Shut
action.
the
You
fuck up.
did
That's
the.
not even true.
Then what? What did you offer those weeks ago?
I told that I didn't be known that I would did sorry, just a sec.
Do what?
I let her be known. I would teach her I know arts. I know most of the arts. Basically, but I know them. I would do that. But hey, that's not enough. I'd do something for her. It's her that I want to apologize to. I know words are just words, but I want to make it up in action. If I told Ron, and I'm not sure if Ron told you yet, but I told Ron that if I can die, if I can go through the same thing she did, die, but then come back, then I'll do that. I'm ready. If I can come back, I'm ready to die. I should go through the same thing she did.
But why did you wait to tell him a month later? Ron is the most level-headed person I have ever met. Yet you waited a month after everything to approach him with this. A month, Shea. You waited too long, and the she got involved at what could have been commoner justice, what could have been the commoners trying to figure out something, ended up with a Redacp becoming with a Redacp just hiding in plain sight, and the she having to step in to deal with it. I don't know what they're going to do with you. And frankly, I care about right of life very deeply. Probably more deeply than Brooke does, because if it was up to Brooke, you'd be gone and never come back, I think. I don't think Brooke wants you to come back. Not for this. She's hurt beyond belief. And it hurts to watch. I don't mind if you come back, because right of life is so important. But I do want you to understand the gravity of what you did, so that if this all goes well and it doesn't go belly up, you learn something. You learn to control yourself. You learn to think about your actions, to think about what it'll shut up, to think about what your next move is going to be, because, Shea, you are a Redacp and everyone is expecting you to fuck up. Now, you're going to have to worry about it twice as hard, because they already know what you are capable of. And I'm sad to see it, because I think you could have been better.
I'm learning that. I'm trying to learn that. And hopefully I will learn that. And if people think I'm worse, then fuck them. I don't care what people think. I don't care what they think. I don't. And
You say that, and yet I think it hurts you that this split everything up. I think it hurts you that Ron is upset with you, that Maneva is, that you actually hurt a friend of yours, because if you say it was by accident, then you are capable of more than you thought, and I think that scares you a little. I know it scared me. We know we're monsters. We never want to be reminded of it. I mean, all we have to do is just look in a mirror. All we have to do is see others kind of flinch as we pass by. I think in all this, you're terrified. Because if you are but a child, you might live a very short life. I hope, whatever happens, is as the dreaming deems it. I see your sky. Whatever happens, let it be. And hey, if you don't kick the bucket, I'm planning a barbecue. Lots of food. That is, if Brooke doesn't try to murder you. But, like, I'll tie her up, it'll be fine. I'm sorry this happened to you, Shane. I say this not really understanding the feelings of being sorry, but I know this is unfortunate. I'm sorry that this happened to anyone. But I don't know a thing to stop it, and I think the time to stop it has long since passed. Welcome to our world, Shea. It's one hell of a ride. And Karina will kind of stand up, start making her way out.
I never saw the warnings you gave me till after the fight. And then she'll just go back to the back of her cell and lie there. And as you step away, you'll probably see her, hear her cry.
I know, kid. I know. And Karina's just gonna keep on going. Karina
and
feels
with that,
hurt.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. With that, Karina's gonna keep on walking. She kind of feels bad because she wanted to adopt 2 pups. Redacp, she thought, had a lot of potential to be even better than her because it was like a fresh start. And Desil, that reminds her of herself and her mother and all sorts of great things that she saw in the other Selkies. She could have had 2 pups. And now she doesn't. She's not sure what to do with that. But she'll do the only thing she can do and keep on swimming. Or steering her ship. There'll be rocks in the water, but hey, as long as she gets through it. Now
with that, I think we can end our scene. Thank you, watchers, for watching, and thank you, player, for playing.